joke's on you. I'm into that shit.
That's my favorite part.
Hey, it's working now.
It is working.
Live.
Finicky!
All right. Welcome to the Nocturnal Feeding Show. Wow, it's been probably a month since I did this. But no, StreamYard was not wanting to go. I don't know. It was really weird.
Had to give it a shot at WD-40.
It
Gotta
needed
let it get
something. There he is. He's back. What's up, Doc? All right, on panel tonight, we got Aquarium Den Maine. We got the Whip. We got Dr. Anthony. We got Budget Bonsai Rack. And we got...
I'm empty.
We got the windows.
We got Ed's chair.
Doc, I just saw a little
Right
bit
on,
of
Doc.
that tank behind you.
Let her rip. Wowway.
All right, we got Huawei in the house. He was first, second, and fourth. He should have been third also, but I think he forgot how to count. What's up, Sam? Seville, Steve, Jeffro. The aquarium's maintained by Andy. Uncle Smiley's Aquariums. Whip was in the chat because he got tired of waiting on me. Smiley. Big Steve. What's up, Jacob? Danikin.
Hey, Jacob.
Xanadu.
Hello, Danikin.
Corky.
Cheryl Smith.
Oh, hi, Cheryl.
You get to
Got
talk.
a perfect Coro head.
She's going to have some stuff in the auction on Saturday.
What auction?
It's going to be electric
Hello, Cheryl.
fluid.
Dr. Anthony needs some WD-40. Kalish is here. What's up there?
Hey, I'm
Corey works. He was busy banning. It's part of why I can't say it. He's like, listen here, you're not supposed to be here yet. But
That's a nice avatar, Coro.
oh yeah, brother Dan's here.
Brother Dan. Dan V.
I
I
found
really-
an action figure that had Coro's head on it, so I bought it at Ollie's a couple days ago, so I can make
Hey,
it. Koro.
Lish.
That's
And it
cool.
looks so much like his head, except it needs pupils.
Is the hair kind of doing this?
It's kind of like it's actually my favorite superhero, Namor. And the version of Namor, I think he's under the water, so his hair's kind of all over and looking cool, and it looks like Koro. It's awesome. But
Is it?
I won't leave you in that body because it's like he's wearing a shell diaper. It's not. That's kind of the embarrassing part of
that
it.
one would be for Skipper. That's a good one for Skipper. A shell diaper.
That would be so uncomfortable.
Hey, Skipper, that's where I'm going tomorrow.
Where are you going tomorrow?
House of Tropicals.
Oh man, that place is freaking awesome. Man, that place is awesome. I wish it was closer. It's
What place?
the House of Tropicals.
Tropicals.
Oh,
Where's that?
Glen Burnie, Maryland.
Trying to think if I've been there.
South of Big Beatenmore.
I think I went there with John and Lisa. And
Yeah, it
King
was
George.
their store of choice where they lived in King George.
Yeah.
oh,
We went up
Like,
to
distant, like for them from the south, me from the north, and it's like in the middle.
we went to see Hans Discus Hans
Yeah, he's on the north side over there.
and stopped at House of Tropicals on the way.
I
Discus
met
Hans, he
Discus
moved
Hans
to,
in the
Delaware now.
90s.
He's
I
where
got some
now?
Of his
He's in
discus.
Delaware. He's running it out of his house now.
Okay.
He broke off with Stenker, so he's just got his. He's just breeding his own stuff, not importing for them anymore.
Wow.
But I guess it's based off their lines because that's what he always had.
Yeah.
I went to Chicago to buy angelfish at the Cichlid swap and show, and there was a great big rainstorm, and most of the fish didn't come in, but Discus Hans drove there and had discus. And I was like, well, they kind of look like angelfish, but they're round. And he really talked them up, and I ended up, that's how I got discus. It was so unplanned. It's unbelievable.
That's a tough impromptu fish. An impulse buy of a
Yeah.
discus is making yourself a tall hill to climb.
They were beautiful though, and they were healthy. They weren't as neat. I wish I could have seen like those ones that Dr. Anthony has. The wild ones are just beautiful.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
That's one of my favorite tanks at the Tennessee Aquarium is the wild discus.
Beautiful.
I can
Yellow
tell you
and-
that there's this place I visited in California last year that almost had to sleep next to a discus tank.
What?
I may have almost got stuck in somebody's fisher.
His wife was going to kick him out of the bedroom.
Mhm.
No, that was that night I got stuck in the fishery. All the lights went out on me at once.
That's right.
Then I couldn't find my phone. I was like, oh, man, because I dropped it.
Yep.
Now, that's a hairdo there. That is a hairdo there.
That is a hairdo.
Get your hair,
He
man.
did a wonderful job yesterday being our DM.
Man, did he ever? He did a great job.
But the auction is, I want to say tomorrow. I feel like tomorrow's Saturday. I'm all messed up right now. It'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. That is the 17th. I got 6 lined up, but there should be more. I'm gonna have to reach out because I did it way early. Man, I'll tell you what, animals just have it so nice.
That is indeed the place.
Yeah.
I wish I could sit on that chair right now instead of this hard chair I'm sitting on.
And actually, Rack, it's bigger now than when you were there. They expanded.
Man, that's a pretty big place when I was there then.
Yeah, they took over the old Marine head recruiting station next to it.
Oh wow, they just
Right
expanded.
side.
Yeah, that was probably the biggest and best fish store I'd ever been in.
Have you ever been to that fish place in Lancaster?
No.
Have you ever
No,
been
we
to the
started
aquarium
visiting-
in Knoxville?
I haven't been. Marine, the Kenny, is that Marine?
Aquatic Marine.
Yeah, and the aquarium.
Yep.
The aquarium shop. Yeah, they're both pretty cool, but small.
One thing I want to say about the one that Jeremy mentioned in Lancaster, PA, one of the good things that it has going on for itself is the amount of equipment that you can buy there as opposed to other fish stores.
Yeah.
You're in their warehouse. They sell it online, and you're just walking through the warehouse.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
So
because
if they'll have 75 of them on the shelf.
Yeah, because the thing is, their fish section, I'm sorry, to me, is not the greatest.
Not anymore. Yeah, it's
No,
decreased.
Hi, Cheryl.
it's hurting.
Like glass tanks.
It's hurting a lot.
Yeah,
Glass tanks, they have a ton.
I was disappointed when I went and saw their fish, both the marine and freshwater. You know, I was expecting more. You know, anybody who's ever had aquariums and had the magazines have always seen that fish place. You know, it as advertisement. So it is the mecca. You know, for us for a long time, just because that was the only store that ever really was in the magazines.
Back in the 90s and stuff, it was way different. Like you know how now they put the whole back area like it's ponds and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It used to be all fish tanks, And then marine stuff used to be in a whole other room on the other side of the plants. That whole big room was all fresh water. And then they had the marine. And then outside they had a legit touch tank with sharks and rays and stuff. Now it's got just some junk stuff in there.
Yeah, they got a great amount of equipment, but fish tanks, it's not as, they have quite a few. But I think another thing that's helping them stay afloat is the other pets that they sell there,
Yeah. And that's the other thing too.
Insects. They sell rabbits. All kinds of stuff.
Wow.
Back in the 90s, the middle part was all fish tanks too. They barely had any animals back then. It was almost, because it was called That Fish Place.
Yep.
They changed the name to That Pet Place later on. When it was That Fish Place, it was a legit fish store. It was off the chain, but now it's
off the chain.
Oh, see, I never knew that about it. That'd be nice. They kept it that way.
I've got a question for Dr. Anthony about
What are you
a fish
doing?
store that was in Los Angeles area. Did you ever go to West Coast Gems?
That rings a bell, so I'm sure I've gone there before.
They had beautiful, online they sell beautiful, like just dozens of different types of guppies, and like they've got a hookup right from the Orient somewhere coming in. And I've always wondered to see a pet store that actually had like strains of guppies would be amazing to see.
Oh yeah.
But I guess there's a couple down in Miami area, at the fish farms that sell strains like that.
Mhm.
But still, I think it'd be really neat to see if that West Coast gem was as good as it looked online.
Yeah. I think the store's in San Diego somewhere.
Oh, you were looking good there, Whip.
So
That's the same
that-
dude.
That's
Same
X2.
picture.
So did
Isn't
that
that
place?
X2?
Is that place still up and running?
Santa dude.
What, West Coast Gems?
Yeah.
I think so.
I know that a lot of people got fish from them, and people didn't realize that they couldn't breed threadfin the threadfin guppies, and they were upset. And it's like, well, it says that they're threadfin, so that's just, they're not.
You have
They're
to
sterile.
get the normal
Boy.
the normal morph, and you breed him to a threadfin female, and that's how you get them. So, yeah, you have to. The male of those don't.
So they're just more or less, the males are just more or less show.
Yeah.
You got a question, Doc? Let me highlight.
I'm not sure what a firehead tetra is. It is the rummy nose.
Well,
Let me see if I get a
now
picture.
it's called West Coast Gem USA.
Firehead.
oh, that's the. Wait. Yeah, that's a rummy nose.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we there's one particular stream that we go to, or channel that we go to, that we catch them all the time. There are different species in the Brazilian. Brazilian's Blairi, and I forgot the Peruvian species. But yeah, we catch them.
X2 just said what I've heard a lot of people when they ordered the fish, but if they actually have a brick and mortar, I don't see how you could be sketchy because you're picking your fish straight off, So I'd like to go to their
Well, this is
actual
he probably had them shipped to him. That's why, instead of going to the place in San Diego.
Yeah. Oh, it's in San Diego.
It's in National City, which is just south of San Diego.
They have
That's
a lot of
just
just beautiful fish. San Diego's a beautiful town.
Yep.
That's where Sam is from.
Hey, Doctor.
I wish they still had their football team.
Dr. Anthony, good question for you in chat from Aquariums Maintained by Andy. How long do you think it will be before glowfish are found in nature?
Oh God, I hope
They're already there, right? The
in
neon.
nature.
Yeah, isn't there a big group of neons or something running around?
Hi,
I
Jeremy.
haven't read anything about that, but I'm sure they'll be. I'm sure they'll be in Florida anytime. Soon.
Yeah.
Right. If
You know,
it happens,
They,
Sure.
they might have a disadvantage
They
because they're
live.
so bright. They
Yep.
might be quickly eaten,
Yep.
kind of
That's
like
one thing
albinos.
about sports. These brightly colored fish in the wild is they're much easier seen by predators.
Even albino, right? With all
Oh yeah.
natural
Yep.
genes, still picked
Mhm.
off easier.
Jeremy from one of my favorite pet stores in Kentucky is here to say hi, y'all.
Hey, Jeremy from Chattanooga Ed's favorite fish store.
Yep,
I need to
J&M
check that out.
They're in Paducah, so it's kind of on the other side of the state for you, Rack.
What do you mean the other side of the state?
Isn't Paducah like way on the other side of Kentucky? And you're like on Tennessee, you're way over here in Tennessee, so you'd have to drive like
On the road.
forever. It'd probably be just as easy for me to go straight up to him than you to go this way.
Never mind. I'm not going to that shop. too much of this going
But
on.
you can also check out
first you're
the
gonna make
quilting
it straight.
What's awesome about his shop is he's next door to a fish butchery place
Oh,
where you can buy all your seafood butchering and stuff. It's so awesome. Tropical fish and food fish.
it's next door to the sardine packing company. That's fantastic.
That's crazy.
Anchovies on that pizza, sir.
He
He's running out
said
of
not.
shrimp. He just goes next door and chops them up and feeds his fish.
He said not anymore. They moved.
Oh no! Well, hopefully a toy store goes in there. That'd really make me happy.
You'd make the trip if they had it at a toy store.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
I need to
Doc,
get back
do you
up
think
there
I can
anyway.
grow a bald cypress tree in an aquarium?
Maybe a small one.
Yeah, seedling even.
Yeah.
You think that's too much water column for the trunk for the canopy to continue to grow?
But you're going to have a lot of light for it, though. That's the problem.
If the canopy, well, I'm going to do it outside in a pond.
Oh, yeah. Oh, of course you can then.
Yeah, I didn't know how deep I could bury that trunk and the canopy and the roots still cooperate.
Well, they're probably a couple feet deep in the swamps.
That's a good point. They definitely are.
That would be interesting.
I'm going to give it a whirl. I'll keep you posted. Because that is a direct fusion of bonsai and aquarium.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen anybody do it. That's why I'm asking.
Well, not many people grow actual trees, in their.
I know. It's like
area.
why would we do that when we have all these $150 plants we can order through the mail?
Yeah.
And melt in our aquarium in a couple of weeks.
If you think of it, the only tree people plant are Peachy, what's now I can't think of it. The marine tree.
Red mangrove.
Yeah, the mangrove.
Yeah.
And they will grow in fresh water as well.
Well, I need to try some of that too. But they don't give you a traditional bonsai shape. You got to get creative with those.
Yep.
So I heard something about mangrove today that I didn't think that was possible. A buddy of mine that he's done it and it's been there for years, but he put a mangrove in a fish pond. But the way he did it was he just where the root ball was going to be, he made sure there was enough rock and everything to help keep it doing what it's doing, like stone and stuff, gravel. It stays outside all year.
Oh,
It comes back every year.
And he lives near you?
Yes.
Wow.
is it reseeding itself or is it continuing to grow and just hibernate?
It comes back.
Oh, wow.
I I don't doubt that because, plants are pretty adaptable, but that's very unusual.
Well, that's what I thought also. And it's been there for probably about 5 or 6 years now. It's a pond that he built. He builds ponds for people. He'll come and build it, scape, not just do the landscaping part, but do the inside, like scape it and everything. Do the plants and stuff.
Mhm.
And that blew my mind when he said he did that. And it comes back every year. It goes dormant, like a lot of our trees around here, but it comes back every year. I thought, it's a tropical plant to me,
Yep.
even though, it's Florida, and then other places that there's no way, but that blew my mind.
Well,
Yeah,
my pond doesn't freeze completely, only the surface freezes. So the base of the pond, it's 3 feet deep. It probably stays mid 50s at the bottom of the pond. So I could see a root system being dormant and fine, but above the surface, man, it seems like that tissue would just burst.
yeah.
I don't know. That's wild.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because it started out young and it adapted.
Well, it needs to be killed before it gets loose.
Right.
I discovered I had a fish breed in my fish room. My Odessa barbs had juveniles in there when I was feeding them tonight.
Fun.
And these are good sized
Whoa.
juveniles. I never saw the fry, but it's got about 2 inches of kabumba all the way across the top of the tank. So they must have all been hanging out in there. And now when I feed them, they're in there with the adults.
How big was the clutch?
Well, I saw about 10 of them about this big, juveniles. And I've already got about 15 adults, so I've got to get them out of that tank. It's too many in a 20 long. So I don't know. I imagine they're just egg scatters. Hey,
I got to say something first. Hello, Shannon. It's been a while. Glad to see you. You're doing good.
heck
Oh my
yeah.
goodness. Is Shanna in here? Did I miss Shanna?
Shanna Banana.
Jumping in.
Shanna Banana? Holy smokes. How you doing,
And
girl?
she's not 50321.
Yeah, she changed her name.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that Shanna from my part of
Yeah.
the world now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
hi, Shanna. I'm living in Portland now.
Would I get
maybe
breeder
that's
points
why.
for breeding those? If I
Yeah,
had
you
no
should.
idea
You
that they
should.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kept that water maintained and fed the tank. How many young are in there?
It looks like about 10.
Are you going to leave them in there? Are you going to separate them?
Oh, I'm going to leave them in there because they're juveniles. They're not even babies. They're big enough to scrap for the brine shrimp I put in there. And the boy, the full-size boys that are bright red and black are about that big. So they're like a sixth of the size of a boy, big boy.
Well,
I
congratulations.
got one
Ed.
monster girl. I bet she's the one that did it. There's one that's like just overly big. She's like I always consider her the Andre Giant of Odessa barbs.
Big Mama.
She's so much bigger than everybody else. But I'm just shocked. Blown away. Because I've been wanting to get them out of that 20 long because I thought it was too small for them to be in there. Oh, we lost Dr. Anthony.
He lives in Portland now.
They have power outages.
No, I think he hit a button. I can still see him. He's talking to somebody.
Oh, you got him?
Oh, maybe he got a business call again. But these, I don't know if you guys know what the Odessas look like, but they are just a beautiful fish. The males get fired up like that, bright red and black. And I mean, they are feisty eaters. They're like rainbows. So I'm planning on putting them in my 200 with my rainbow fish because I think that they won't have any problem competing for food. I don't know where part of the world though.
So when I was at that fish store today, I bought some plants, some crips, but we got to talking about ponds, and I was talking to them about the because he's originally from New York,
New York City.
actually close to it, and I don't know. I guess a lot of people up around his area don't do the tubbing like we do. They're just more of the natural ponds with koi's and stuff like that. And I was explaining to them about how different the fish look whenever you bring them in and like put them next to
Indoor fish.
the same thing that you already took out there. The difference that they look. So I think that's pretty cool. Like, because they get a lot of natural food, the natural sunlight, and stuff like that. I think that's what helps their color out a lot.
Good night, Andy.
See you later, Andy. Good to see
Right,
you
Andy.
again.
You together.
And I'm just
Yeah.
wondering if that's true, right? Like,
Yeah.
especially
Oh,
with
it's.
guppies.
I think it's literally a suntanner. You know, I mean, they're getting so much more food, natural foods and stuff too. But the sun, I mean, like, I've got these one guppies. They're called platinum redtails, Dumbos. If they were raised outdoors, they will be metallic blue for the rest of their life. That summer will turn them blue, and they never go back to being platinum. But all the ones that have never gone outside are still just silvery platinum. You know, they're not blue at all. As soon as they go outside, metallic blue. I mean, not right away, but after a couple months, they're an amazing. I love them a lot more as a metallic blue than a platinum. It's awesome. And I think with my oh gosh, what are they called? Nebula steels. Those guys, the blacks really go dark on them, but at the same time, the greens and the purples go metallic-y also. So they really look like. I really think they should be called a Mardi Gras fish or something like that because they really have Mardi Gras colors through their bodies. But yeah, they look so much better if they were, you know, bred outdoors for a few months. And we're going to be, I'm getting close. The pool's at 61 degrees right now. I had all my tubs halfway filled with water because I was just letting them fill up with all the spring rain. But I had so many mosquito fry in it, I ended up dumping them all.
Do you use
Just
the
because-
mosquito dunks at all?
No, I want the mosquitoes for when my fish actually go in because then they'll disappear. But I thought I'm still a month away from getting my fish in.
I got you.
And the dunks are, I believe it's actually like it's not a poison.
No.
It's like oh gosh, and it's not a bacteria. It's like a mold or something that that's poisonous to them, and they die from that.
But it's selective, right? It only harms the mosquitoes.
Yeah, I was hoping it would do the dragonflies too, but it didn't. So basically, I was killing the mosquitoes and not the dragonflies, making it so the dragonflies would hunt the guppies more than the mosquitoes.
You could have a gambusia in each one.
And I'd eventually just have a Gambusia in each one.
That's right.
Well, no, I mean just until you add your other fish, then remove the Gambusia.
Oh, yeah.
Just keep a little hunting herd of Gambusia in a separate tank.
Well, I've got those wild mollies. I wonder if they would do that. I'm afraid to
I
put
don't
anything
know.
with
Would
those
they?
wild mollies because I'm afraid they might destroy people. I had one good day at it, and he destroyed everybody also. The only thing I can keep with him is black neon tetras.
Yeah, the dunks themselves are a bacteria that attack the mosquito larvae.
So, Ed, according to that comment there, you'd still have the larva for your fish if you use the dunks.
Oh, wow. So it doesn't turn them into adults.
No.
I thought it just killed them.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
I never heard of it until just now.
You ever heard of mosquito dunks?
No.
Oh yeah,
They
we
look
use
like
them
little donuts.
in California. We use them all.
It's
the time.
also granular, so you
Yeah.
can use smaller amounts.
And it don't hurt the fish or nothing.
No, it's a bacteria that specifically attacks the larvae.
It's
Yeah,
good to know.
I used them the first year.
So,
I had
Ed, you can have your
Okay.
fish food and eat it too.
darn it. Well, and I still have them in the garage unless they get old. Dr. Anthony, do you know, do those things ever age out?
The dunks,
Yeah.
as long as they stay dry, they're good.
Well, I bet you I've got
You're golden, Ed.
because they come in a package like this, like of 10. And I think I used 4. I still have 6. So
I bought like a shaker bottle when I had my tubs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I saw that too. I got these at Tractor Supply Store. I went with the donut ones because I thought it'd be easier for me to pull out if I needed to.
That's also true. But does PetSmart still do the creamsicle mollies?
You know, I haven't honestly looked at any of the PetSmart's fish
And
in a
it's
while.
been about a year, but they did have them a year ago.
I love those fish. I had a tub full of them. They were amazing.
Creamsicle.
Yeah.
They were a good looking fish. I can't keep all the easy fish other than guppies. I can't keep mollies, platies, swordtail. They all just clamp up and die.
They had the creamsicles at the Pasco meeting in Tampa this past weekend. I was
Cool.
tempted to buy them.
I'm glad they're still around. They're amazing.
Hey, Doc, how was your trip down there? How the whole thing
Pretty
go?
good. We collected one day, and then I gave a talk the next day. So it was, nice weather. Got off the airplane, and I thought I was back in Peru.
Because you went to California.
Well,
That's not even a great picture, Ed, but that's it.
it was much more humid than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, horrible. Hey, did somebody see Oinky's question about the Geo?
Which
The
one?
redhead Tapajo is the easiest
The
beginner friendly
Pearl
Geo.
Earth Eater?
Oh man. Well, I had Miller. Is it Millerai or Millerai?
That sounds
I had
right.
the Millerais, and they were super easy. They were a super friendly fish. They're just as dumb as bricks. So if there's a mean fish in the tank, they'll just continuously walk over to it to say hi and get bit. That's what happened to mine. They all eventually got killed by the threadfin acaras.
Oh my gosh. I've never heard a fish described quite like that. It
But-
was so dumb. It walked over to the mean fish to say hi and just continually got bit.
It's just because they had made it up or paired up, and so all the other fish were staying on the other side of the tank. But those Millerai would come over and get chewed up, and then 2 minutes later they'd come back over and get chewed up. It's like,
That's
"Ah."
good. It's pretty good.
But, hey,
And that premium creamsicle molly. Oh my gosh, I love them.
I had the solid
Yeah.
gold lyre tails for a while, but I
Wine
think the
Millerite.
DNA
Did you see Alishon gave you the right
Wine
answer?
Millerite. Yeah. Thanks, Alishon. You're
Wine
awesome.
Millerite.
Named
He
after
knows
Kurt
a lot of
Weinmiller.
information.
I don't know. I think Ed had it right, man.
I don't know if he did.
Odds are probably he had it right. Going by
Yeah, he was right.
Well, it was the right. We knew what fish it was,
Yeah, we knew.
Like
and
all
they're
these
real
other
pretty.
I mean, all these other
I love their
didn't even know
foreheads.
about a ball pen hammer, man. Who doesn't know about ball pen hammer?
Well, I used them.
I agree, Oinky. It's beautiful.
Ed, what size tank did you have Wine Millerite in? Geos.
My 200.
Isn't that a cube though?
Yeah, it's a weird shaped one.
It's
It's tall, right?
Yeah,
Not like-
it's not quite a cube. It's probably 10 square feet of footprint, because it goes 24 inches back and then 6 or 5 feet across. So it'd be 10
Okay.
square feet.
all right, that's better than I was thinking. I was thinking it was more like a
Whereas
3x3
Mike-
ball or something.
My 200 is 24 inches deep, but it's 6 feet and only 30 inches tall, whereas yours is 36, 38, 40, something like
40.
that. 40.
Yeah.
So that's a tall tank.
Yeah, it was a custom one. That's how much I love those discus. I had that tank made for them, because that was for the discus to go in, so they'd be like in a window. I had it put in my wall. I say I had it. My brother-in-law and I did it. Put it in. Yeah, when I built my house, one of the cool things I did, I made sure all my I-beams were those ones that, they say you can have an elephant walk on. It's like a 1x2 or something on the bottom and the top, and then it has the sheet of plywood in the middle. They're like super hard, and it was awesome. I could put any
George.
type of weight on those floors.
That's actually standard now. A lot of new building houses, they're using those floor joists now.
It's awesome. Yeah, I had my whole house done with those. But I mean, that was 20 some years ago. So
My cousin
back then it was new technology.
I think it was like 3 or 4, hell, maybe 5 years ago now, because you know how fast time goes by. When he got his house built, that was the first time I ever seen him, and I was like, "What is this?" He goes,
Hey,
"Oh,
one
that's." He goes, that's how they make them now. I was like, "That's crazy."
Yeah, you can put tons of weight on them. It's so cool.
Yeah, but my question is, would the integrity of it be messed up when you got to drill a hole through it to put pipe in it?
No, I drilled holes all through them because I did all my own plumbing and electricity.
Oh, God.
That
So
doesn't mean that it didn't degrade the integrity.
well,
just
you're
because
only
you did
doing.
it.
But I think because it's almost, I don't know if it's 10 inches or a foot. One hole here and there just doesn't do anything. It's because it's all particle wood. It's really cool.
So water
They're
causes
designed for it.
swelling and integrity loss and fire load. You can have web failure instead of individual joist failure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They were really hard to drill through too, though. I had to put a lot of force to get that stuff through.
But that's only because he had it in reverse. He was just making it go through.
Man,
It
this
was
is
like-
a tough crowd.
I know.
A dark alley.
The glue was like epoxy glue or something that it was
Well,
tough.
Maybe they make it different than they do with regular OSB, I guess. But it just, to me, whenever you first look at it from, it's 10 foot up, you don't see all that,
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy and Dr. Anthony have the same philosophy here, is to show as much of their room as possible and just their head sticking up out of the bottom.
Yeah, but that's not my room though. That's some picture I got from the email. I mean, from the internet.
Same as mine. That's from StreamYard's one of the default backgrounds.
Yeah, that's not his.
Yeah, it's not my room. This
Now, my problem is
some fly shop down the road.
Wait a minute, that's my room. How did you get a picture of my room?
my camera's on my video editing monitor. It's way up there. You know.
Dr. Anthony, the blue scorpion, they have fry and it jumped. And the other pair also almost free swimming. There you go.
I just found something that this was from, oh man. This was from a while ago.
Yep.
One of them late night streams that the girls used to do, and I got that, and we was messing around on late night stream, and I said, "Hey, looky here."
Yesterday, I ran into her. I made thumbnails for her and Jason.
There is.
And she's writing, I think, the back of a shrimp.
Do you see that question, Skip?
Yeah, Tom. It's this Saturday at 8 p.m. And I just found out all Coachella's going on this weekend too.
Yep.
When are you doing it? Because it very well could be there could be some drunken whip auction happening over here.
Say that again. We're doing
that means you'll buy more.
Because that's I'm going to a big party on Saturday night, so I might be feeling good.
Oh,
Skip, you need to have happy hour with a trigger word, and everybody drinks when you give the trigger word.
Fangers. Fangers would be a trigger word. Fangers.
Going once. That'll be the trigger word.
It'll be going once, twice, and 3 times.
Is Ross Baltimore in the auction?
I didn't see him.
Auction. He hasn't got back to me, so I don't know what's going on. He's supposed to be. Max will be there. We got Cheryl Smith, Big Steve, Jody P, Dave Aquatics, Richard Reynolds, Latoya, Skull. I believe Skull.
Is Latoya still doing fish? I thought she had kind of transitioned into reptiles.
Well, she's always had both.
Yeah, she just got a lot more of the geckos crested.
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, I don't know reptiles and amphibians or.
Yeah, because crested geckos, they got a lot of different morphs, right? Yeah, that's what it is.
Sure, let's say that.
Well, that's what I'm going with, damn it. And more snakes.
Full crested, half crested, left or right crested?
Full crested.
Bird crest.
Royal crest.
Glazed.
I feel like I need to say, Jeremy, stand up. And he's going to say, I am standing.
I am.
That was Max Cardenas.
Yeah,
From-
Alishana, both Skipper and I have had differential luck with them.
Yeah. Well, similar.
Yeah, that did not go well, did it? That last time.
Similar. I think I got to move a couple down. I think I have 2 left to put them in with the actual gold lasers to see something. I think the genes ain't strong, but my God, they're beautiful fish.
Yeah,
they are beautiful fish. I'll give you
What's
that.
his picture? Who's sharing
What?
a picture?
It's a video. It's a video of my pond maintenance. So we drained it down, cleaned it out today, and now we're refilling it. You see in the lower right, we got the water going in from the hose on the shower setting. So that helps the chlorine to gas off. It breaks up more of the water surface area, so there's more oxygen going in the water, difficult for the predators to see into the water, while the fish don't have complete access to the fish cave. And so that was about 5:00 p.m. So you can add a foot to that right now, and it looks like I'm going to get to bed about between 3 and 4 a.m. after I let that top off and turn it off. So I'm probably going to do a late night live stream. I don't know if anybody's planning on going after you or not, Skipper, but anybody
No.
wants to stay up with me, I'm going to be filling the pond tonight. That waterfall's 26 feet tall, and the first probably 8 feet, counting the 3 feet of water when it's full, is a sheer drop.
Are you happy with it?
I love it. If I had it to do over, I would do more of the sheer drop and less of the meandering stream. Although that was the effect I wanted, I got it. Now I'm just tired of it. But I've got a hinoki cypress up there at the top that grows really pretty, and it from our vantage point on the screened-in patio, it just looks like that's a stream, and it tapers off behind that hinoki and goes off into the woods.
Give a shout out to the company that built that for you.
That's an Aquascape contracted company called Pond Country out of Knoxville, Tennessee. They have a website you can check up on them. And
do they have YouTube?
Into their Pondemonium. They know Greg. We were talking about all of the people on YouTube while they were building it. And I did a ton of videos on that pond build on the Pond Life channel.
Yeah.
So now it's mature and all growed in, and I'm really happy with it. Got 16 fish today. Some very important Japanese fish, some garden variety koi. And I'm not a koi snob. I just love them. Some are standard fin, some are butterfly fin. My favorite is the opaque fin, not the clear or translucent, whether it's standard or butterfly. I like the dark fin. And Ed has got, so they inspire some of my art. That's another one of my fish mobiles on driftwood, and that was in my show 2 years ago. Living space, and my ukulele with the cardinal on. So I contacted that ukulele company. They sent me the face board of the ukulele. I painted it, sent it back to them, and they installed it on a ukulele. That last one was a ukulele kit, and this one that I built the ukulele, painted it, and I gave Ed one of those ukulele kits that he's painted. Oh yeah, the pineapple, that one's popular.
I really like the Cardinal, though. I think you could sell millions of these in St. Louis.
That's pretty cool.
That could be an angelfish face too.
Yeah.
Well, now that you mention it, I think I need an angelfish ukulele, don't you, Doc?
Yeah.
This one I call the Redbird.
Blackbird singing in the day.
I like these walking sticks of yours, too.
So my wife has a tomato bed now, Ed, and we've had to take some of that cord off of the handle and make them garden sticks again.
Oh, man, really?
Yes.
Well, they look like my old hockey sticks after I'd break a hockey stick.
Yeah.
That's what I thought they were. I thought they were hockey sticks.
They're tomato stakes, and I did a folk art paint job on them. Are you monetized, Skip?
Kept mine.
Yeah, but it's well past that.
You don't think you can get a copyright strike if I play a familiar song?
I ain't that famous.
I don't know about that now.
You're famous in my world.
Is that part of the
Well, that's
song?
definitely going to do it. That'll get her done.
Nobody had a lighter.
You might as well play an Eagles song if you're gonna be. He'll get copyrighted right now.
Oh, that's a torch.
Prince, they'll be knocking
Yeah.
on my door. So the two forbidden songs in every guitar shop, I couldn't wait to learn them on a ukulele and go into ukulele. No, it's a ukulele.
That's funny.
Wait a minute. 12
Hey,
Bar Blues. Anybody know the blues?
Yeah, does Lucky's have a theme song?
The old Redbirds flying tonight.
Oh, that's funny. That's good.
I can't do a Kermit the Frog impression.
Yes, you can.
No.
I'm sure you
It's
can.
not easy being green.
Kermit the Frog.
Hey, Ray, can you do the intro to Fight Fire with Fire?
Not tonight, but tomorrow night I probably will be able to.
All right.
Request. You can request anything you like. I'll play what I want.
That particular guitar.
That's awesome.
Are there any requests? I don't care. There you go, Ed. That's beautiful, man. That is so beautiful.
Would you drop that in
No, it's right here.
can of paint?
Unfortunately, I put my sticker and lacquered it in the back.
That's
all right.
unfortunate. You ruined it.
No.
Yeah. Well, I thought about putting it in the Clash as a piece of art.
I think you should. Hell yeah.
Only you hadn't put that dumb sticker on there.
I know.
That's just, Whip, you keep going down the ladder, bud.
There's so many coats of lacquer on this thing, it's unbelievable.
If I recall, you did that on one of the streams one night.
Yep, it was a
painting
craft ed.
Yeah. Wow. That was
He
a
gave
while.
me this electric tuner, but I still don't know how to hook the wires up.
There's no wires.
Yeah, you need to get that into the old shop.
And it's a clip that clips on the head of the ukulele. You just got to put the battery in the back and turn the on button, push the on button, and you're good. But you need strings.
Yeah, are there
before
any
you use
strings on that thing?
Where'd my
called it.
strings go?
What'd you do with your strings, man?
Oh, wait, maybe they're in the...
That'd be a cold
my
trick
strings
if I
go?
gave you a ukulele, no strings.
That would be funny.
You can use it as a, just a beatbox.
Yeah,
Ed.
Ed. I gave Ed an air ukulele.
Yep.
Use your imagination.
Well, I'm sure I can buy strings.
Wait, have you had that like what, 2-3 days, Ed?
Like 3 years.
It's been a while.
Well, which reminds me, how are you doing on that clay koi you're making me?
I have a new idea how I'm going to do it.
Yeah? Lay it on me.
Okay, I can't get the right white because I really want like a pearl white.
Yeah.
And I can't find a good pearl white paint.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about painting it with the colors that I have
Sure.
and then putting it in a block. Like I'm going to put rocks on one side and then block it on the two sides and make it into a window and pour that
acrylic
clear
or something?
epoxy and make the epoxy look like water above it. The thing will probably weigh 20 pounds,
Nice.
but I think it'll be cool.
Well,
So
It'll
worth
be like
the
a
wait.
corner.
Well worth the
of the
wait.
pond.
I know you hadn't forgotten about it, but I like to remind you every 6 months or so.
He's shown it on his live streams. Like, oh, this is a koi I'm making for Rack. But
Yeah. He likes to document that he hasn't lost it.
I'd like to put it in at one of the fish in the clash this year.
Definitely.
And when I
think
drive
we
back
use-
down, I could stop by your house and drop it off.
and I'll be here waiting on it.
Rack, any plans to go to the Clash this year, Rack?
No,
Do you want to go?
no,
You should.
no.
I-
I sent some art up to the Clash a couple years ago, and I didn't like the way I was treated.
Oh, that's
Oh,
I don't think
Scotty
I
doesn't
gave
want
it
to
back.
hear that.
Did I give it back?
Yeah.
I hope I gave it back. If not, it's in my Clash boxes. Gosh, I hope.
They had an art show. It used to be very nice. They'd have like a separate room and shelves and easels. So then the remake of the Clash, they had a round table, and they just took art entries and laid them on the table.
Yes.
Yep, that was the first one or second one.
Not my kind of art show. I had no idea that was about to happen.
Do you know what year they switched?
I don't.
I could show you the piece I used for it.
I'm trying to think if any of the years I was there, if they had the other one, or if it was always the same.
I've been
was
there 3
older.
years in
It
a row,
was
so I've
older.
been there 23, 22, and 21, right?
He's talking about when Scott McLaughlin ran it.
Yes.
No, I've been there
okay.
22, 23, 24. Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
before
that was
COVID.
before. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I
pre-COVID.
remember it.
Was Scott still doing it then?
Yeah, back
Yeah.
then he was.
Yeah, Scott McLaughlin.
Yeah.
I was with Scott on that same trip. I went to House of Tropicals.
Yeah, with KT.
John and Lisa.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I
really?
bought Lisa a bag of Rummy Nose Tetras for her birthday. Such a fun trip. I love fish shopping with friends.
Nancy B in Tennessee. Sorry.
Well,
Well,
I just like saying that.
Hey, Nancy, you got rice fish for Ed?
Ed needs
Yeah,
rice
that's
fish, Nancy.
fantastic, Ed.
well, this was just an individual. I got the whole big one that was really awesome for the Clash, but they didn't have any 3D art, and so it didn't even get, I think, judged or anything. But that was a bummer. But it's in the other room, and we've got company here visiting us this week, so I can't get it.
Knock real loud. Hey, I need that fish.
This was a
You don't wanna-
reject one though, because I got bubbles in the
There's
glaze.
Ross.
coat.
How'd
So
you
this
Ross
guy's
is
a
in the
reject.
house. Did somebody have a
Did that
question for
happen in
Ross?
drying, or did you heat it or something?
I
Yes,
stirred the stuff, and you're not supposed to stir that.
Stirred in some air. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nancy said she can get you some rice fish eggs.
That's awesome. I gotta get her that mosaic plant this year. I gotta make sure she gets.
Yeah, you need to
it.
capitalize on that, Ed. You need to move on those rice fish eggs.
Nancy, I'm
Yeah,
coming
that would
down.
be really
I'm
nice.
coming down in 2 days. Two days? What's today? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm coming down in 3 days.
Sorry, Ed. Sounds like you lost.
So
3 days.
no, if
Are you coming on Monday?
I think I'm coming Sunday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? So
Well, if you
Sunday.
come on Saturday, we could go to that stupid toy show together.
I can't come Saturday. I got that stupid reunion that they might. I'm the only reason I'm going is because one of my ex classmates mentioned they were interested in creating a pass to hat to further fund Miles's memorial scholarship fund, and I feel like I'd be a dick if I didn't show up for that if they in fact follow through. I don't even know if they are going to follow through, but if they do, Whip's going to get drunk. Yes, that's exactly right. And I might buy you some fish, Nancy.
You're going to buy guppies. You must be planning on getting really drunk.
I bought. Do you guys remember what I bought? Skip, do you remember what I bought, Kitty? It was something tiny, and I'm like, they're all like, "Why are you? Why are you bidding, Whip?"
It was shrimp.
No, it wasn't shrimp. It was some kind of tiny fish.
Oh,
Because
shrimp.
even if I was giving it away, I wouldn't buy shrimp. The dumbest thing in the world.
I was bidding on shrimp, and had a very bummer limit, so I couldn't go too high. And Richard Reynolds beat me, and then he sent the shrimp to me.
Oh, that's nice.
He does
Yeah.
that.
Someone in John and Lisa's stream tonight asked if shrimp would be safe in a betta tank.
Yeah, they did.
And I commented, shrimp aren't even safe in a shrimp tank.
You
Oh,
got to
that's
remember,
cool.
people as a whole, as a group, not to offend anybody out there, but humans as a group are pretty stupid.
I mean, present company excluded, but yes.
Correct. Yes. Listen to this. All right. So today at work, this is completely random. All right. There's a bike path, correct? All right. It's along the river. We're doing some tree work along the river. I parked my truck directly across the bike path in front of a pull-off, where they could walk around and go through the park and come out on the other side. People were going around me. Okay, so maybe somebody is like, well, I don't know, maybe that truck isn't meant for me, and I'll just go around. I'll give them that. But then when they get around and they see the giant pile of brush that's completely blocking the path, they're like, there's a giant pile of brush in front of me, but I'm going to keep going and hoping that it just gets out of my way. And then when they get up to the pile and it doesn't get out of their way for them, they're all indignant. Like, what do you think the signs and the cones and then the truck were for?
Decoration.
Jesus. You people are dumb. Not you people. The other people.
The
I'm
public.
not allowed to
We
ride a
can't
bike.
get robotic.
The Gen Pop.
We need robotic companionship as soon as we can get it.
You're right.
If I had a robot that did all my work for me, I'd never go in my fish room.
But you wouldn't have to. It would send you videos.
Oh, okay. And you know what? It probably would have eaten all the fish and it was sending me other people's videos.
Hey, Babs.
At that point,
It
what's
would
the
do your
difference?
water changes for you, Ed. You'd love it.
Yeah.
It would cultivate your aquatic plants.
It'd make sure the lights are always going on at the right times.
Man, that's one of the smartest. Other than the Python, I think the next smartest move I've ever done is putting all of my tanks on a timer where the lights go on and off. Whew.
Yes.
I struggle hard with that sometimes when it was time when I had to come down here every day and turn them on, turn them off.
Yes, that's the best thing I did also.
I put the timer first because I always had a garden hose, so you could always get that done.
Yeah.
What was that, Jeremy? I didn't even hear you.
I said I put the timer first. I always had at least had a garden hose outside, so I was I could always just use that.
I went from bucket brigade to the Python, so.
So you stopped carrying water with the Python.
Yes.
That's a big improvement.
That's a huge, yeah. That's why I list that as my number one. Smartest move I've ever done is I no longer have to carry buckets. Other than I have 135 gallon cube, the foo frameless foo bowl thing that.
Is that your shrimp tank whip?
Do it, Doc.
Yeah, that's my shrimp tank. But it does. It was going to be my shrimp tank, and I was using nothing but RO water in there, not RO, spring water in there, because my water is so crappy here. It's so bad. Like the when I test my nitrates right out of the tap, like 3-4 months out of the year, it's blood red.
The test strip just disintegrates.
Yeah, it basically just comes
Smoke
apart.
and
Man.
Just your
I'm like, well, that can't be good.
Ed, you like games. Have you played Q-less?
Hueless? No, I don't think so. I know that you know how we keep trying to get you to play the what's that wing game? Wingspan with us?
Yeah.
There's now an official fish version of Wingspan.
It's an engine building game, right? So long-term Monopoly. So Q-less is a dice game with letters, and you roll
Okay.
12 dice, and then you build a crossword puzzle with
Oh
words
wow.
that are at least 3 letters.
That's too much work.
It's a lot of
My
fun.
mom would like it.
Yeah, if you're into doing the little daily mini puzzles and so forth.
Nice. So it's on your computer.
Nope,
I mean on your telephone.
nope. I just took a picture of it.
Oh,
It
okay.
comes in that little shoe box or shoe polish tin. Take the dice out and roll them, shuffle them
Okay.
around.
Yeah, we play 2 dice games right now. We play Farkle and I don't know what it's called. We just call it the dice game because there's like cards and you have to roll the dice to get the combination of the dice on the card. And if you fill out all the combinations, you get the points from that card. And whoever gets to 43 points wins.
Richard Petty.
It's a fun game.
Yeah. That reminded me of a 3D Scrabble, is what you're playing.
Yeah, it's almost what it is. It's pretty neat.
So I found that, and I have limited experience. I got that from my wife for Mother's Day because she loves digital word puzzles. You typically, on average, I get 2 vowels. 3 vowels is like a bonus.
It's like a dream come true.
Yeah, and it's like, man, this is hard. And you look up words on your phone like it was a dictionary.
Yeah.
And so I was playing with my wife, maybe I was a little competitive. Maybe I just didn't want to reveal my true low IQ, but I was making up these words, of course, right? I mean, you can't not win. So I was making up these words, and she'd look at me and say, is that a word? I said, yeah, it's a nautical term. So now that's a joke between us. Is that a nautical term?
No, you just say it's Rack's language. That's what I do.
So last night she had gone to bed, and I did a roll, and it was the crappiest letters you've ever seen in your life. And so I made up these 4 funky words and left it by her satchel that she takes to work. So she came. First thing she said this evening when she got home was, "Were those nautical words that you left in there?" Yep, those were nautical terms. Look them up.
Oh my gosh.
You could say it's like a blackbird from Jamaica.
Yeah,
you know
it's a
birds
small
too.
bird with an iridescent shoulder. That's going to be my next one for sure.
Babs, if I had plants, they'd all just be dead anyway. So I don't know that that's true.
Yeah. Whoop, you gave Doc terrible advice. He needs to go.
Yeah, I'm not discouraging anyone from going.
No, you laid it out. Nobody should go.
Listen, I've been to fish shows. I love going to see the people. The Clash isn't. It's not on our travel schedule this year, so
I can swing by and pick you up.
it's got to be.
I had to listen.
We need a schedule. We got to have it on a schedule. There's got to be some birds happening nearby, some food.
Well, I'm sure there's birds around. I mean,
They have a
I
slate
know.
bird.
And no one's capitalizing on that collaboration. Where's the birding trip? Right, Doc?
you
Where's
know
the
what?
bird-
Scott
bird
McLaughlin
day?
is there, and he is big into birds. See,
Who?
it's all coming together.
No, wait, remember last year by the
Not coming?
dumpster, there was a bunch of crows over there. I saw.
Yeah,
You got crows there?
we
Oh,
got
yeah.
crows. One of
It's
the
farm
first
country,
in the
bud.
world.
But listen,
Had some type of beetles called lantern beetles. What were those beetles called, Whip? I mean, Skip, those lantern beetles?
that was the invasive lanternfly.
Yeah, they got lantern flies.
Oh my God, we got those coming in down here. Hey, do they have koi?
Does Pennsylvania not have birds?
Yes, we have koi.
It's the class. You got cichlids. You don't have koi.
We have koi in Pennsylvania.
No,
Not at the
birds.
Clash. That's a cichlid show.
No,
Actually,
actually,
this is the biggest fish
it's not
competition in the
anymore.
United States. They have pretty
No.
much every category of fish there is.
Yeah,
I could potentially go if there were koi.
there ain't none.
Jacob,
They do-
Well, hold on a second.
Night Owl, I haven't seen you in forever. Where have you been,
Night Owl.
dude?
Hello, bud. Oh man,
Pennsylvania has good birds.
yeah, we do.
Either call Scott, dig through your little Rolodex, say, I'm going to be coming up in September. Take me to see some birds.
Well, all I'm going
Near
to say
Philadelphia,
is
they got eagles there.
that's the damn
true.
football team. Quit it.
Is it near Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Actually, it is. It's pretty
Yeah.
close.
So you got the Liberty Bell. You got a toilet Benjamin Franklin crapped in, probably.
Maybe his first bifocals.
I got to see that. Whip, do you have any African cichlids? Just the ones behind me that you can't hardly see anymore because the light's all went up. Because you guys kept me up past my bedtime.
I didn't keep
I have,
you. No, I didn't keep you.
Just one more
no,
fish.
I
says,
did,
yeah,
I
they
did it
bring
on my
everything.
own free will. I blame nobody but me. Let me
We're gonna
tell you what I
have
got.
A wedding.
Yep, there's going to be a wedding there.
Ross. Oh, the big
There's-
wedding is there? Peplin?
Yep.
And
That would be
Foxy.
cool. That would be cool.
And then there's going to be a D&D night for all the guys that we play D&D with. We're going to try to play D&D one night together.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
We'll figure out something. I might bring my D&D board game.
Is there an auction?
Yes,
On
yep.
Sunday, it's a huge auction. Yep.
Does it involve a happy hour where there's shots being taken at trigger word times and people doing crazy?
No.
We can do
There's-
that on our own.
Yeah, you do that
Yes.
all by yourself. Yeah.
I'm gonna bring some of the Peruvian alcohol.
And Peruvian
Oh, no.
fish? Oh my God, what a
Yeah.
fundraiser, Doc.
Listen, I'm telling you, Peruvian alcohol has a kick.
It's fine. It's the finest stuff in the world.
I call bullshit.
Uh,
I'm sorry. I tasted it. Oh man, it'll kick
a
your
loon.
ass though. Well,
All
it'll
right,
put
Ross.
you in your-
Just so you know, I have red Burunde frontosa, a black widow frontosa. I have lattice cichlids. I have Lake Tanganyikan dwarf cichlid, which is the. See, this is where I fall apart. Talmatocromus bifromentas.
Oh, yeah, I know
sounds
that one. Yeah.
I don't know what that one is. I got a black kelvis, daffodil, lemon, featherfin, which was the Sia Farixin Fursier, and some
Rob.
cockatoo, which is
Rob,
the
yeah.
multi-punctatus. That's what I got for Africans. That's it.
Ross, are you breeding any Malawi haps or any Tanganyikan cichlids?
He said he had some OBs, and what was the other one?
Yeah, I don't do any of the blood.
The bloodfin,
Parrots?
Is it bloodfin? No,
Blood parrots.
dragon
No.
bloods.
dragon blood. That's it. Yeah, and I don't do either one of those. They're from the wrong lake and everything. So.
What did you set your stream up yet, Rack?
Well, something just popped. Yep, he did. Look at that. Private chat.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm rusty at pressing buttons, so maybe we're good to go. Maybe,
I'll let you know here.
yeah.
I'm clicking buttons.
I'm
Not
gonna
well.
run and
hold
get
a
some
second here.
Taco Bell, but I will come back and join you guys.
Well, I need to put this link
It
in
is
All right.
chat. So I
midnight,
gotta-
Ed.
What?
It's
yeah, he
midnight.
wants to poop his brains out.
Midnight.
You're gonna go get Taco Bell at midnight?
He's
What is
making a
wrong
run
with you?
to the border.
It's the best time because then there's nobody in your way.
I
That's
haven't
bullshit.
done that since it was 59, 69, 79-cent run for the border.
If you woke up at 8 p.m.,
I was gonna
we have
get
a
the
really new
$5.9
right
or
now.
the
Right,
$7
that's true. That's
special
true.
deal.
Yeah, we had to wake him up to come on to Skipper's crew, or his own. That's what it was. Fat fingers.
Which channel are you doing it on? Or are you just doing the
Budget
backstage?
Bonsai. Budget
I don't-
Bonsai.
Oh, there it is. There it is. I found it.
Yeah, my mom made these awesome giant hot dogs that are like giant sausages. She put mustard on every single one.
And
Does
what's
she
wrong
not
with
know
that?
you at all? Sorry,
That's
Doc.
what I asked. I bit into it, and it, like, after 2 bites, I was like, my tongue's starting to hurt. And
Uh-oh.
yeah, she said there was mustard under the relish.
Thanks,
So-
Mom.
Only
I'm
Master
kinda
has an
starving.
order there for you, Ed. Oinky's got an order for you, Ed.
Oh, gosh.
I'll take a Diet Coke and a
Yeah,
Let me
Pepsi.
go to comments.
Or
A Diet
Thank you,
Coke or a
Skipper.
Pepsi? It's going to be Pepsi because
yep, they are definitely.
Taco Bell's one of the places that Pepsi bought to push Pepsi products.
Yep. For
And
sure.
They
Burger
have a
King, right?
mango tea that's wonderful.
Big
PepsiCo.
Steve, what's going on, Big Sexy? Spicy mustard. Oh, it's spicy, all right. It turns Ed all kinds of spicy.
I won't show you my tongue, but my
Oh.
tongue.
Everybody,
Oh,
I want to
thought-
thank Jeremy, Whip, Ed, Rack, and Doc for being here tonight. Thank you. I appreciate it. Go on over to the Budget Bonsai channel featuring Rack and then possibly some of us if we click that link in the private chat. And thanks everybody for being here in chat. It's been about a month since I streamed. Hopefully we will see you guys on Saturday. All right, thank you, Night Owl, for the auction, first of the year for me. There's been some others going on throughout I think last couple months. But thank y'all. You got Jeremy, you got anything to say?
Nothing.
Nothing. You say enough in your videos, right? Whip.
Nope, I should be free to stream a little bit on Saturday, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know when I'm supposed to be at the reunion, but I can stream for a little while. So if y'all are bored on a Saturday afternoon, come check me out.
Doc. You're muted.
Oh, he's muted.
Man, so I ruined it, but don't let your friends buy used fish.
That's a good one. Rack.
You did an outstanding job coming cold from the bullpen tonight, Skipper. Thank you so much for letting me be on here and share some screen time. I love being on your stream. I've got things in the mail to you. Keep your eye out. You should get them soon. I am going to be doing a late night stream immediately following the stream. You guys are welcome to come over. We did some pond maintenance today. The pond is refilling, so I'm up until it finishes. If you want to hang out with me, we're just going to chat, and I hope to see you there. I've got some efforts going on Budget Bonsai YouTube channel, trying to get subscribers. I lost 3 this week. That's going the wrong direction. And a trailer video. I'd like to get to 100 views. Thanks for letting me share that, Skip.
You're welcome. Ed, besides you kill a Taco Bell?
Remind me to get that list from you tomorrow.
Oh.
Mail those things.
Well, I
You
just
don't have
got
to do it.
names. I don't have addresses.
I think I got all the addresses. I just need I don't. Oh yeah, even Steve. Steve sent me his address, but he was asking me originally. He was saying, "Can I get in on it?" And I said, "Yeah, but I got to look at the list." And then it turned out, oh, Steve's already on the list.
Yeah, he is.
Can I get on that? You're already on it, man.
Well, I just wasn't for sure who we said was on the list or not. You know,
Let's put them on again.
Yeah. I'll send it
that'd
to
be
you.
awesome. And
But all right, everybody,
thank you
have
for
a
letting
good
me be
night.
here.
Oh, you're welcome. Go on over to Rack's channel and watch his stream. Y'all have a good night.
Thanks, guys.